I'm going to be showing you how to make a piece of rail that has a Velcro backing so you can place whatever light or accessory you want on your helmet, basically anywhere you want. Peel it off, angle it. It gives your helmet a lot more functionality. So let's get to it. To do this, what we're going to need is your piece of rail, 2 zip ties that are the same type, 1 piece of hook side Velcro. For this I'm going to use the type that has the adhesive on the back, but you could use the type without the adhesive and you just have to glue it on, or maybe a staple or sew it on. But for this I'm going to use the adhesive type, a hot glue gun, and a salsa lid, or any piece of semi-rigid plastic that you'd be able to make the base itself out of. So grab something like that or similar to that, and first thing you're going to do is whatever placement you want the base of the Velcro rail panel to go, you're going to kind of want to cut it out in the same shape. So I want it to be across here, straight line on the top, kind of dip down and have a little bit of a circle cut out of the bottom, semi-circle cut out of the bottom, and come back up. So it's going to be covering most of this piece of Velcro here, but it's not going to be hitting on that. So I'm also working with this width of Velcro strip. So first off, I'm just going to cut this strip to the size that I want. I'll stick it to my piece of plastic, and then from there I'll be able to just cut around the edge and make it fit just right. Okay, now we've got to cut out to the size that we want. That'll fit on there nicely. So what we're going to have to do now is peel off the backing right there. We're just going to stick it wherever it fits down inside of this salsa lid. Right there looks good. And now we basically just cut out around the edge of where that Velcro is sticking. Alright, now we've got the hard plastic cut out around the outline of the Velcro. We can just test it right there. Yeah, that looks good. So what I'm going to do now is look through the holes, square up the rail with the top, and just mark where your holes are at onto the piece of plastic. So what you're going to do, you're going to take a knife out and put it on the mark and awl yourself a hole through the piece of plastic and the Velcro. Then once you have that finished, you can put your little rail section back over it. And you see, with this one, you have these little nubs on the inside of it, so we're going to need to put holes for those to recess as well. And we'll just do the same process. Look under there, mark them, take your knife and awl it out. So now we got that hole there. Got holes for both of them. They're on there nice and tight and it's nice and flush. We're just going to fill this thing up with some hot glue. Alright, you can just press it down on there. After the glue is cooled, what you're going to do is poke one of your zip ties down through the hole that you created, and then back up through the other one. You might have to take your hot glue gun tip and open that hole that you made back up, because you got some glue in it. So after you've done that, you're going to take your other zip tie and cut it off right next to the head. You're going to feed this little head over the zip tie you pushed up, just like that. You can see you have one zip tie going through here, but just with the original heads stuck inside that hole, and then this head over here just holding it. You can really bear down on it and tighten it up, and that's looking pretty darn tight. At which point you can just clip off the excess. Finally, you can take your knife and clean off some of the excess hot glue, and there you go. You have a piece of rail attached to a Velcro backing, so now you can put it wherever you want. Move it around. I'm going to attach this little like mini on there and stick it to the side of my helmet. That way I now have a white light on my helmet as well as the IR. But there you go.